Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thanks very much for joining me for today's Friday Sews video. As always, a huge thank you to Jen from Today and Jen Sewing Room for setting up the fabulous Friday Sews hashtag, where we can talk about what we have been sewing, what we will be sewing, and a little bit of life as well. So a huge thank you for coming back this week, and a massive thank you for watching any of my previous videos. I had two videos out last week, both of which I'll link below. I had my Friday Sews video and I also had my A Gift November video. So I was part of the vlogger tour of that and I am loving all the videos coming out every single day. A Gift November is a fabulous challenge being hosted this year by the lovely Alison from Sew Like Tote, where basically you sew up all your festive gifts in November, which is just a wonderful challenge. I love it so much and thank you for all the lovely feedback on that. In particular on my little ouch pouch, which I think everybody enjoyed and I think is super cute. So I'll be making a ton of these. Yeah, I'll link that video below, and I'm just loving seeing all the inspiration out and about in the wild. It's just wonderful. So massive thank you to Alison for that fabulous challenge once again. So that was my week. I got a few things sewn up this week. So I'll start with what I'm wearing. This is the Chasing Butterflies top by Pattern Emporium. So basically a batwing top, and I am loving it. It took no time to sew up at all. I think I sewed this in the time it took for my husband to go to the driving range, which is wonderful. So I just whipped it up one evening and I love it. It's in this beautiful fabric that I got from the Stitch Festival. So I think it's Montreux fabrics, I think is where I bought this, and it's this beautiful kind of shiny glittery fabric, but it doesn't come off or anything, and it's super soft. It's just lovely. I'm assuming it's some sort of viscose jersey because it's got fabulous drape to it. I love it. I do have an Agnes t-shirt underneath to preserve my modesty, but I just love it. So I did the crew neck version. I bound the neckline in my lovely Specky Seamstress binding. I've got a tutorial about how to do that. I'll link it below, and a massive thank you to everybody who tags me when they use that tutorial. Oh, it makes me so happy seeing everybody's beautifully bound neckline, so thank you very, very much. So use binding on the neckline. I made the long sleeves. You are slightly limited in how long the sleeves can go, purely because of the width of the fabric and because this is so enormous. So, and it's all a grown on sleeve. This is all one pattern piece. So I hit the selvage on the edge of my sleeve. You could of course put cuffs onto the end of it if you wanted. So I did the long length. It comes in 3 different lengths, I think. Then I did the banded, yes, the banded waist. So if I step back here, it's got a little waistband here. I got it on with some ready-to-wear jeggings, purely because of the nature of how close fitting this is. I didn't think it would look good with jeans or with a belt, so I like the kind of the fit of the lovely jeggings. So yeah, I put on the hemband here. It's a really, really nice fit. I think I made a size 12 grading to a size 14, I believe, and I used the length. I used length 1, which is the shortest length, but I used the length where it would be hemmed, not if it would be banded. So I think I added on maybe about 1.5 inches to the length, and I think it's the perfect kind of blousey nature, and it is just wonderful. I absolutely love it. I'll be making a ton of these. I got this out of, I think, 1.5 meters of fabric with little kind of scraps left over. For, I think I might make a few little scrunchies or something nice out of the remainder, but this fabric is just beautiful. So I think that's all I want to talk. I might add cuffs. I might add cuffs yet, I'm not quite sure. They do come with a cuff piece for a shorter sleeve length, but I'll see how I like it. I do love the look of it if I pull the sleeves up slightly. I think that looks really, really nice. There's a definite kind of 80s vibe to it, which I'm loving. But yes, absolutely adore this top. Really, really like it. So I'm firmly now in team batwing top. I really am, and I can see a load more of these in my future because I will be going somewhere shortly and there'll be an awful lot of fabric there, but more on that later. So yes, so that's my batwing top, which I love. I'll link it below. Fabulous pattern, a ton of variations, a really, really great pattern. The next thing I got sewn up was my Grenadine skirt, and this is a free pattern by Maison Fauve, which I've never sewn up any Maison Fauve patterns before. And here is my skirt. I didn't do the piping, but you can see the little line here, which is really, really cute and actually surprisingly simple to do if you just follow the notches, and it presses nicely. I didn't line it. It's got a nice facing at the waistband. It's got a very nice construction of the zip and the facing, although I did have to message Cara from So Mad because I didn't think I put in the facing correctly. Turns out I absolutely didn't put in the facing correctly, and she reminded me that there's actually a sew along, which was wonderful. So watch that, and it made perfect sense. So a huge thank you, Cara. Really like it. It's got little darts at the back for shaping, and yeah, it's just a really, really cute skirt. I made a size, so my measurements put me in a 42 at the waist and a 44 at the waist and a 42 at the hips, which is usually I have to grade out, not back in. So I just wanted to make a straight 44 because I wanted to sit kind of lower. I didn't want it to be sitting on my waist, because I didn't add any extra length, and I think the length is actually pretty perfect on me. It's not too, hopefully it's not too mini. So I ended up making a straight size 44, but I did have to take out a good chunk out of the side seam, so I was a little bit too big even at the waist, and even at the waist where I had the waist of the skirt sitting lower on my waist, if that makes sense. So a little bit of the big side, but again, I think it's a little bit of stretch to the fabric, so it might have been just due to the fabrication as well. But this is a beautiful curly pink fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics. It's kind of a suiting fabric, which I think works perfectly for the skirt, and it's really cute. So hopefully I'll pop in a few pictures of me wearing it here with a LV pullover. I've also got a Christmas jumper that I might try and see does that work with it as well. I'll pop that in here if I have the time to take a picture of a little Christmas jumper. I think it'll look very cute. But yeah, it's a lovely little free pattern, really nice, pretty quick. Just has a facing. Obviously if you line it, it would take a little bit longer, but yeah, just a very cute mini skirt, and I'm very happy I made it up, and massive thanks to Cara for the help. So what else did I get sewn up this week as I turn over my page? Yes, I got my quilt finished. So if you've been following along for a few weeks, I was making the Cloud 9 ribbon box quilt, and it's a pattern by Cloud 9, fabric from Trimmings, which is local to me, in this beautiful glittery cotton fabric. Absolutely gorgeous. So it is finished. I'll try and see if I can get a full length picture of it here, but for now I shall show you it like this. So it's got all these different kind of interwoven ribbons in these different grades of blues and purples and everything, and I just love them. On the back I went to Dunstores, which is an Irish a department store, and I found a king size quilt, a king size duvet. Apologies. So it's a king size, and then it also came with 2 pillowcases. So because it's king size, it was absolutely enormous. I think I actually have bits left over even despite using it to back this. So this is the colour that I used for the backing. Then I have a whole thing left over with the reverse, which is this beautiful blue variation of it. So it's a brushed cotton, 100% cotton. I think it was about €20 for a king size duvet, which is brilliant. So I have loads left over. I could even use kind of these pieces to make backings for other quilts. Really nice, and I think it looks really nice. It kind of mirrors the ribbon effect in the front. I think it looks really nice. So I just did lines of quilting as advised by my patchwork teacher. She thought it would look nice with the lines going this way and then the lines going that way to kind of show you which way the ribbons are going, and I think it came out quite well. It is not my best quilting. I think my walking foot makes my stitches wonky. That's my excuse anyway. So here it is, and I think it is just really nice. I love how it came out. I did use white thread for quilting, and I was wondering should I have used grey because of the kind of the grey tones in it would have blended in better there, but never mind. But I finished it the other day, really happy with it. I hand stitched the binding on, which I love doing. For the binding I just use leftovers of the fabric, so some bits are purple and then I think it goes to blue here as well. But yeah, I just love how it came out. I had a lovely time binding it, and I had it on a couch, and my older boy came in and said, can I sit on a couch with a fancy blanket? So I was like, oh, do you mean the glittery one? So I was delighted, he loved it. So the two of them are tucked up on the couch in the 2 quilts that I made, which brings me so much joy. So that was my ribbon box quilt. Speaking of ribbons, I put up a thing on Instagram during the week of a reel that I'd found, and it was basically on a sweatshirt and a plique bow at the hip, and it was just so nice. I have never got so many responses on a story before on Instagram. So many people came to me saying, yes, I'd love to do that too. How do you do it? So I got a load of feedback. Thank you very much. The takeaway basically is I think I need to buy an embroidery machine. But putting that aside, I am going to hopefully buy a little applique bow that I can put onto a sweatshirt, or a load of people sent me reels of people who have done it where you get a ribbon and just kind of applique a ribbon onto the side of a sweatshirt. I'll see if I can pop in a picture of both versions, the applique and the ribbon, but I think it looks really cute. I think it would make a lovely little kind of festive Christmas jumper without being too Christmassy, if you know what I mean, but I was just blown away by the response. So I promised everybody I'd keep you posted, and I will keep you posted because I'm really keen to make that up for Christmas. So thank you very much for all the help on that. I love sending these questions out into the Instagram universe because yeah, people, the hive mind, the creative hive mind is just wonderful. So massive thanks for that as I run off and frantically Google embroidery machines. So I'll talk about a little bit about life. So life is good. We spent most of the week on bikes. So older French Seams is now well out of his bike. So that's being brought down to younger French Seams, and he's now being put on stabilisers. Up to now he's had a bit of a balance bike, which he's a total liability on. He goes way too fast. So he needs brakes in his life. So he's now on that bike, and we're going to buy older French Seams a new bike. So he's super excited about that. So there's been an awful lot of kind of outdoorsy stuff because the weather has been really mild, which is weird. It's been about 17-18 degrees this week. It's November. It didn't get to 18 degrees in August, so it's slightly concerning. I'm not giving out about it. It's lovely and the sun is streaming in here, but for November 18 degrees is a bit odd. But anyway, so it's been a lovely week. So the boys are great. Mr. French Seams is travelling, so I did get a little bit of sewing done, hence the fully done quilt and a skirt and a jumper. And then this weekend, so as you're watching this, I will be there already. I'm going to the Knitting and Stitching Festival in Belfast, and I'm so excited about this. I looked back at my hotel reservation, and I booked my hotel, I think on the 10th of November last year. So this has been brewing an awfully long time. So I'm so looking forward to seeing the stalls, the lovely stall holders. The Crafty Studio is going to be there. You know, they're local to me in Dublin, which is wonderful. So I can't wait to see them. I'll of course be seeing Rainbow Fabrics as well. I'm a brand ambassador for them, so that'll be really great to meet them in person. I'm hoping to meet lovely sewing people. So if you are there, please come and say hello. I would love to see you. So I've kind of made plans to meet a few people as well, which is really great. And I'm also meeting my lovely aunt, which is really such a treat. And I actually made her a little present this week as well. So I made her a little tote bag, because hopefully she buys herself little treats. I made a little tote bag, and it says, when life gives you scraps, make a quilt. So this is a little tote bag, just self-drafted, little squiggles on the front, and then a bit of webbing, and then the inside is fully lined. I have a tutorial on my channel on how to make these little tote bags. I just scaled it up. The one I make in the tutorial is much smaller, but I'll link that below. They're really cute little presents. So I just had these bluey fabrics in my my scrap bin, which I think look really cute, and I just used my Cricut to put that on, and I think it came out really nicely. And now I really want one too, but never mind. So that was my little present for my aunt. So looking forward to seeing everybody this weekend. I'll hopefully come back to you next week with a little video of how I got on. So what am I going to wear to the Knitting and Stitching Festival, which is this weekend? So 2 days, 2 outfits. On the second day, I think I'm going to wear my new York pinafore, which is the Helen's Closet pattern that I very luckily won on the lovely Theresa, Lost My Threads channel, when she had a giveaway for 10,000 subscribers. So I made the York pinafore now about 2 weeks ago. Absolutely love it. And I also made a matching bag. I'll pop in a picture here. The fabric is from Rainbow Fabrics. It's their beautiful wool. And yeah, I think that would be a beautiful autumnal thing to wear. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think lovely, comfortable, yeah. Not too casual, not too dressy make. Love it. So on the other day, I'm going to wear a new make, and it's a new dress, which I absolutely love. It's a new to me pattern company. I think I mentioned here on my channel that I was doing a pattern test recently, and I really wanted to share it with you today. I'm really sorry, it's actually not going to be available until March when it's going to come for re-release, but I really want to show it to you, and I'm going to keep you posted about when it is back online again. I absolutely promise. But the pattern company is called the Dutch Pattern Studio, and it's by the lovely Suzanne. So she has a background in designing, and she started her own pattern company earlier this year. So currently on her website they have 2 tops, a dress, and they literally have just released a bomber jacket. So I'll link all that below if you want to take a look at their website. She describes it as a feminine, timeless look and fit. That's her kind of her description of her patterns overall, and I would totally agree with that, especially with this dress. It's beautiful. This is called the Ella dress. So absolutely lovely. Here it is. I was very kindly gifted the pattern, and I was also very kindly gifted the fabric. So the fabric is this beautiful viscose satin, and it's by a company called Harry Bosch. So the lovely Emily reached out as well. They're based in Eindhoven, and it's this absolutely gorgeous fabric, really nice to work with, and I think these beautiful tones, really nice. So I'll link this fabric company again below. Have a quick look at their website. They ship internationally. The fabric is just stunning. Some of the stuff I have never seen before. They have the most beautiful jacquards, and they have the most beautiful sequined denims. Absolutely gorgeous. I would encourage you to take a look at that below as well. They have really unique, interesting fabrics. So thank you very much for this viscose satin fabric. It's absolutely beautiful and suited this dress perfectly. So this is the Ella dress, as I mentioned, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous dress. I love it. The fit is spot on, absolutely spot on. I'll pop in some pictures here. I made a size 38. My measurements put me in a 38 to a 40, but I thought the straight 38 was going to be fine. This is view A of the pattern, and it's a full length dress with short sleeves. You can make it with long sleeves, and you can make it in a peplum top as well. The fit on this is absolutely brilliant. So it's a crossover here. You can see there's a beautiful faced neckline here. It's got a lovely little kind of detail on the neck. You can't really see it, but hopefully I'll pop in a closer picture here. And it's got the tie going through a little channel in the waist, and it's a fully wrap over here, so there's no chance of showing anything you don't want to show. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful length. I didn't add anything to the length. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's got these huge big pockets as well. I love the detail on the cuffs. It's kind of folded over itself. It's got a beautiful yoke detail on the back, and then on the inside it's the burrito method with the yoke as well. And I've popped in a little specky seamstress label here that says, "You look fabulous, you look fabulous." Really, really nice. Did I mention the huge pockets? I think I did. So absolutely beautiful, beautiful dress. The pattern instructions are on the lighter side. So I would say these patterns are more geared to, I would say, an intermediate sewer, somebody who's done a few patterns in the past. But if you have a little bit of experience on your belt, then you shouldn't have any problem with them, and they're just beautiful. And the main thing I took away from this was the fit. The fit is absolutely spot on. And for a wrap like that, I think once you get the fit, it's just wonderful. And there's no gaping or anything, and which sometimes falls into the trap of those kind of dresses, but it's absolutely beautiful. The waist sits in the exact right position for me, and as well the length. So very, very happy with this. So beautiful patterns. I would encourage you to take a look at the Dutch Pattern Studio below. Also to take a look at the Harry Bosch website, to have a look at the fabric as well. And I just want to say a massive thank you to Suzanne and Emily for providing me with this beautiful pattern and fabric, and I shall wear it with pride at the knitting and stitching. So thank you very, very much, and I will keep you all posted on when you can get your hands on this pattern as well. That is what I'm going to be wearing at the knitting and stitching. So plans for the upcoming week. So I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, because I'll hopefully have a lovely weekend, and then hopefully I'll share a few bits and pieces that I may or may not purchase over the weekend with you as well. I am keen to get a gift November plan started, so cut out a few things and get started on that, because of course you can release any of your makes on any day in November. You don't have to wait till the end of November, so it'd be nice to get them moving. I do have some new fabric. So I got this amazing fabric from Rainbow Fabrics during the week, and it is a viscose, and look, it's got a little lurex thread running through it, but it's not scratchy in any way. It's beautifully soft, and I think this is just gorgeous. And my plan for this is going to be Fibre Mood ermine blouse. Beautiful blouse, button up, and it's got this kind of gathered detail in a V at the front. I think it looks really, really pretty, and I think it would look lovely in this. I'll do long sleeves, make it a little bit more wintry, but I think the geometric print on this is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So I am a brand ambassador for Rainbow Fabrics. Meant to the fabric, not me. So I will link them below, and if you use my code Rachel !VIP, you get 20% off their lovely, lovely fabrics, and I do get a small commission, so thank you very, very much. So this is what I should be working on as well. So I think that's about all I have for you this week. Thank you very, very much for watching. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up, and also please consider subscribing. I would also love it if you left me a comment in the comment box below if you have any questions on anything I talked about today, or if you just let me know what you're working on. I'd also love to hear about it. Or if you are going to be at the knitting and stitching, let me know in the comment box below as well. So a massive thank you for watching today. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I hope we all have a lovely week. I hope you get time for some lovely, lovely sewing, and I will catch you all again very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.